Hello everybody, how are we all doing? It is your favourite commentators back once again for another commentary. Today we're back for Formula C round number 5, live from the streets of Monaco on the Azure coastline. We're very excited to be in the Principality of Monaco, such a famous circuit, such a well-loved track amongst motorsport fans, and we're very, very honoured to be up in the commentary box along the pit straight here. Very, very famous circuit, of course. Hosts the F1 for many, many years, and hopefully many, many, many years to come. But, of course, joining me in the commentary box, as always, is Mr. Evil Dragon.
Indeed. Hello, everyone, to this Principality, the world's most glamorous event. The Monte Carlo Grand Prix takes us around this small little city, the second smallest country in the world after the Vatican, though the Vatican doesn't really count, so I'm calling it the smallest country right now. Here around the track where the drivers all live, lots of drivers in F1 would live here. These guys probably don't live here, though if they did, it'd be really, really concerning. Well, it's going to be fun, entertaining, and it's going to be a lot of drama.
Indeed, and we have some of the most famous corners in Formula 1 are, of course, here, and we'll run through those as qualifying laps begin to go. We reckon this will be a one-stop race. And
oh, we got a accident! Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh my goodness me!
Upside down.
That is Fuoco, and he has flipped the car at turn 1. I just have to sound the vault actually. Up the hill towards Beau Rivage.
Goodness me!
Goodness me, indeed. Huge accident.
Sorry to stream users there, but massive accident there. Was riding on board with Pirelli and he seemed to just get squished and all of a sudden...
That wasn't Pirelli.
Pirelli was the one upside down.
Well, Fuoco was involved because he was also upside down. And hello to John and Matashita in chat.
In the air.
So...
Boy oh boy.
Huge, huge drama already. As we all know, Monaco bites, and when it bites, it doesn't forgive, doesn't let go really. If you crash into the wall, there's no way of getting out of it really. There's no runoff, and it's quite daunting if you're an academy driver. Speaking of an academy driver, Wes joins the grid tonight. He's replacing Celica, and the Dutchman is taking that place on the Bori team. Or not the Bori team, the Belgian Power team, and we're looking forward to, of course, seeing how he gets on. He's about to go into a lap, so we might as well ride on board with the Academy driver as he begins a lap around Monaco. Evil, would you mind showing us around this track?
Yep, I will so. Bowie's here as well, so who are we looking at?
We're looking at Wes as he's piloting the wall, ignore him. Yeah, so let's see.
Well, we'll go right for Bowie to get on track then. Well, he's just coming through Saint Devote, by the way. Is he up the hill? Very nice little section this is. So looking at Bowie.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's hit the wall. Up towards Casino he goes. This amazing little section here. The casino on the right, and you've got the little hotel on the left there where quite a lot of the drivers tend to sleep and the fans tend to go. Then down here, over the bump, don't want to hit them too much, into Massonnet then, where of course Rosberg had that famous little incident in Quali 2014. Down into what was called Los Hairpin, which is now going to be called the Nevada Hairpin, because is into Portier they go then, into the double Portier they go, into there where of course Senna crashed in 90s, and of course where Pascal Wehrlein and Jenson Button came together this year, into the tunnel then at some 130 miles an hour, built in the 70s, past that interesting little complex on the left there, it was built a few years ago, into the Noval Chicane then, chuck it in, easy to make mistakes there, of course, Sergio Perez, Jenson Button, David Coulthard gone off there, into Tabaclan, where we've seen plenty of incidents. Carts flipping in 2004, and into the swimming pool they go. Indeed, we all know that corner there is extremely famous. Into the exit there, and then down into Raskas then. Chucking it into Raskas to go easy to lock up and go off there. Schumi did it in 2006. Into Anthony Nodren for the final corner, and that is a really quick lap round this track. It's found about a 1:23 for the Angelinas. Then he was currently quickest, and he pops up to first then is Angelino as Bowie starts his lap. Now, a few things about this track. Pit lane exit, you are able to cut because the right lines, as we say, not the actual track, because the game gives you a penalty. So that's a little warning there.
As Ferrari goes second.
Yeah, Pirelli goes second. But boy, oh boy, I've really been introduced to a monumental accident between Faruko and, of course, Pirelli, flying 20 feet in the air almost.
Yeah, horrific. Almost.
Oh, we got a car off there. That's Matinee. That is going off and parked it down there, Len.
Matinee. I'm not sure.
Around that.
Yeah, he's around. He's coming into Portier now. Just the car going slow there. That looks to be. I'm not quite sure. It looked to be Broken Arrow. He's getting out of the way of everybody.
X-Ross at the 4th place, Len, at 25.5. So extremely good that there. Meanwhile, up front, Angelina and Pirelli. Now, yesterday, me and Sue were very lucky to participate in 100 race of Vectro, and I have to say, it's a real privilege to be able to drive around the streets of Monte Carlo. And if you want to know how we did, well, we finished 4th and 5th, technically.
Yep.
After, well, there's a bit of an issue with a certain driver.
Well, lag, let's say.
Lag.
Lag.
And someone
yeah.
And
your boy Soup qualified on the front row.
Yeah, I qualified 6th, but my lap was ruined because I got spun off on my lap.
Of course, Vectro, of course, just dominated everything, and he won every single race, and that was the point, I think.
Yeah, that was the point. So Vectro, like, he's not slow, and he lost those races. I made a little thing up. If he didn't win the race, he'd have to retire. So, you know, he won everything, so he gets to keep.
Ferrari got a bit closer to Adrenaline. He's 3/10 off now. Oh, he's gone into the wall of Porte. He's done an Ayrton Senna. But one thing we do know is that it is extremely competitive around this track.
Going off at Nova's. Okay, now who was that? Was that Bowie? Let's see around that corner. Yeah, it was Bowie. Yeah.
Oh, somebody else is on straight.
Ferrari. Anyways, it's extremely competitive around here. So you may think, well, let's say this driver's down in 7th. He's slow. He's not. It's good lap times. Just everybody's extremely quick. So X-Woosh, he's a man to look out for. He's quick around Monaco. He's sitting 4th right now, and he's a man to look out for. And of course,
you were noting that we've got Faruko spun through the Neval chicane. So now down that track, I don't think it's on this game, but it's extremely bumpy down there. If you didn't know, because this track's based on the 2014 version, so that bump will still be there. So expect to see a few cars going bumping down there. So do expect a few spins there. We're spinning in there as well earlier on. Problems then. Meanwhile, looking at Vectro then, he is 3rd position, 1.1 second basically.
He improved by 4/10.
Now, he's been going extremely quick. Now, can he go and beat Angelina? Because those two SPUs are in the world of their own.
Well, around here, Vectro was trying to get into the 24s and couldn't quite do it. So Adrenaline is in the 23s already. So it's incredible pace from the Italian already in an early stage. And if you haven't noticed already, we are racing in dusk, around sunset. So the streets are all lit up for us.
Indeed, will provide an extremely spectacle. There as Bowie goes a bit deep into the chicane, gets a little bit lucky then on the exit, running into the back. Of course, this track's been no stranger for magical moments, has it, Soup? Of course, you'll do remember that race in 1984. Senna's almost winning. 1996, of course, as well. Going to 2008 as well. Legendary, and of course, we do remember that little streak from Rosberg. Well, to be honest, I think the streak was broken actually as well for qualifying, because of 2012 to 2016 they had all the poles. Of course, wondering, but they didn't get pole in 2012. They did. A certain Michael Schumacher, who got a 5-place grid penalty for crashing into a certain Senna. Irony is that nearly it is, but you do. Olson's tap the wall at the last corner there, gets away over then, crosses the line. Let's see, is he going to improve? No.
Not. So Vectro has just backed out of his lap there. He's just coming up to Casino, really backing it into the. Whoa, dearie me, that was very close.
I think he's got damage there.
Yeah, possibly. That was so close with Broken Arrow there. Or was that... Sorry, it was Ilson who's trying to launch up the inside of someone. And someone did a Nico Hulkenberg there and went straight on into the wall.
Now that looks like that Faruko or Gav. It is.
Now expect us to hear a lot of sound effects of people hitting the wall. It's usually them glancing. It's usually a glancing blow.
Oh god.
Oh, Bowie! Jesus Christ! Hits the wall very hard in the swimming pool.
That's Rosberg there, isn't it? And he's let knowing in. Yeah, so Bowie, enjoying this track, are you?
No.
No. Great, that's legend. The legend of Bowie.
I must say, actually, Van's doing quite well as he gets held up a little bit through the swimming pool, almost. But he's only 0.03 of a second off of Cash's time, which is not bad at all. And only 1/10 of a second off Vectro, so maybe keep an eye on Van.
Indeed, we're gonna have to keep an eye on our contact, by the way, and that's gonna be interesting. You're going to enjoy this race as much as we are. Put in the chat, hell yeah. As we look at Pirelli passing, I think that would be Bowie.
Yeah.
The only street level racing car is Nico isn't here, and he's going to get.
Oh, Cash has gone quickest. He does it 23.7, and he's got 0.2 quicker than Adrenalina, so he's found the pace.
Yeah, Pirelli's absolutely getting no.
Yeah, completely held up by Adrenalina. That's Adrenalina. Got held up by.
Oh.
Now, it is tough. It is very tough to get out of the way of cars here. But just going off topic for a second to the championship, Pirelli's in the lead of the championship by 1 point. So
it's kick Ilson.
Okay. Right. Anyway. Yeah, 1 point in the difference in the championship at the moment between Pirelli and Cash.
Heavy impact there, interruptions there, Broken Arrow hits the wall, the swimming, with the exit.
That's Raskas.
Yeah. There into Raskas, Antinoji comes, he's got damage on that car, it looks like perhaps.
Yeah, he's kind of yeah.
Damage confirmed then by the pit. So, of course this track based on the 2014 or 13 version of the track. So, this track, Van Alp's tapped the wall into Massino. So, see if we can find anyone going towards this game. Also, now you see the pit, that little wall there has been pushed back in real life though. In this game it's not, so expect the drivers going a bit more slowly than normal.
Indeed.
Indeed. So, Catanat leads the way from Angelina, Pirelli, Vectro, Van, Ekush, Broken Arrow, Ilson, Bowie, Gav, Rez and Faruko then in the last place currently. Separated by just about pretty much 8 seconds there, so doing quite good, don't you think?
I think so. But let's see if Vectro can improve anything. Pirelli's done very good first sector, 23.6. Not as good in the middle sector. Middle sector is beautiful if you hook it up with the downforce in these cars, but if you get it wrong, it's a horrible section. So through Raskas he comes up towards Anthony Nogues, of course, named after the guy who...
Does he hit the wall somewhere? He's in the pit.
Well, of course, that corner named after Anthony Nogues, the guy who formed the first Monaco Grand Prix. That's why that corner's named after him. Pirelli improved a small bit there, I think. He's now 0.6 of a second off of his teammate, and Adrenalina is 0.2 of a second off of Cash. Vectro spun at Sandovot there on the exit. Got it going. So current order is Cash, followed by Adrenalina, followed by Pirelli, followed by Vectro. Van is 5th, Xwoosh is 6th, Broken Arrow is 7th, Ilson is 8th, Bowie is 9th, Gavra is 10th, Wes is 11th, and Fuoco is 12th.
Indeed, so a lot of cars doing extremely well. Back to Van Alp, running a bit wide into the Nobel chicane. There's one of his tyres up there as well.
Yeah, good first sector from Adrenalina again, 23.6. So they're all setting 23s pretty much in that first sector, top 5. Oh, Adrenalina hits the wall at Tabak.
Yeah.
That's something you're going to see quite often. And up into through the swimming pool section up to Raskas. Second gear corner in these cars. He clatters the wall and does a Schumacher. And comes into the... He was trying to decide whether he wanted to come in the pit lane. As Ferrari pops in front of him by 0.04 of a second exactly.
Indeed, pretty incredible. Now, just a few little things up to check. The first race, if I'm correct, was held in 1930. Pretty certain. So this track is almost 100 years old.
Not quite. 1929.
And
Not
you
quite.
Blew it, Evil. You blew it.
Well, yeah, it's the only track.
Oh, that's why I'm so slow.
Running before fuel.
Yeah.
And Gavra has gone 9th. He's popped ahead of you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, we expect Barry to jump up to probably about 7th then.
I can at least improve by 0.5. I know that.
Ooh, Cash is getting a little bit held up there. But it's currently a Ferrari B front row lockout at the moment. With 0.2 of seconds.
How are they doing 123s? Jeez.
Vectro is struggling to get into those 24s.
Yeah.
But we think...
Half attempt.
I think maybe perhaps Cash could go 23.5, but I think 23.7 is probably your best at the moment.
Indeed. Well, a few little things about the track. Of course, 1929, the first race, as it turns out, was 1 year off. Now, this, if you do notice about the track, there's one little section of the track I think everyone knows, and it is the tunnel. Built in the 70s, of course. They used to have an old stone bridge there, and they got rid of it back in 1970. If you look through years of this track, you can find Jackie Stewart driving on this track. Someone's hit the wall somewhere.
Yeah, that was at the... Oh, there's a contact there in the NVIDIA hairpin between Van and I believe that's Adrenalina. Adrenalina went straight on at the hairpin and Van tried to get past, didn't quite work.
Well, that's interesting there. Well, back to what I was saying. Of course, 1970, the little section built. Now, a few little things about this track now. What Vector didn't know, and I'm presuming this track used to have a different hairpin, and it didn't have. It was a little longer. Now, looking at Van out because he's around that little set, he's in the wall. He's around that section there. Now, as you come through here into the swimming pool section, you'll find out towards Raskas, they used to go left here. So you've gone down that little skate road there on the left, and then returned down into a hairpin and rejoined down towards this section here, towards the last corner. So that's a little interesting thing about this track here. So it did have actually. So people say it hasn't changed that much. Well, they got rid of an entire 2 corners.
Indeed. Well, how long we got left in this section? We have 8.5 minutes left in this section for REB. Locking out that front row, but Adrenalina not far off. And then there's a big old gap down to 4th with Vectro. Just can't seem to quite get in the 24s. But he is 1.3 seconds off the top 3, setting 123s, which is incredible pace from those guys.
It really does show you the Masters of Monaco, and 1 second quicker. Indeed, are the top 3. It's incredible, isn't it? You don't normally see that.
No.
Like well, we've got 3 centers then, as it turns out, and I think someone tapped the wall there in the top of the circuit. Was that just the camera angle glitching? I think it was. So Bowie's coming through the last corner. It's a decent, pretty good actually. Puts him ahead of a few guys, and that. See, comes from so I think it's going to put him about 7. Let's see, does it go 7?
8.
8th, 1 off. About 4 tenths behind Broken Arrow. So improvement there ahead of Ulson, and be interesting to see what's going on there.
Doing it for the Stroopwafel guys, and
teammate's not here.
I'm not sure whatever. Oh, Fiocco has literally done a Schumacher at Raskas. He went into the wall and got it stuck. Anyways, we did have an Italian commentator for Formula C. He just, I don't know where he went. So,
then.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho, Enquiries doing a good job in 6th in only his 2nd race in Formula C, fresh out of the academy champion, and also won race 2 of the Ginetta race we had on Monday, multi-class Ginetta event.
Fuoco left the session.
Now
that's now he's got to get back in quick.
Yeah, he'll have about 2 minutes to get here, so he might just be lucky there. Angelina's tapped all into back.
Oh, he's hit it. Yeah.
That looks like
that's a Belgian power car.
That is Wes.
As Adrenalina tries to see if he can displace Pirelli even, and just try and see if he can get a front row start as Bowie pops to 7th.
And a cheer goes around the circuit, and he's done a Ricardo at the wall.
And Cash has done the Devil's Sector, 30.666.
Oh, no.
As he comes through towards the swimming pool.
Clips the inside perfectly. Let the Ferrari B run through this last little section. Raskas and then into anti-nodes past the statue for Romal Fangio there. And I'm pretty certain this man is going to hopefully one day emulate that with 5 championships in any class. Does he
And he's improved again, 123.6.
I think we might need to give these man.
I did a Grosjean.
But Cash is we're going to wish him the best of luck because he is applying for the the McLaren test driver job, which is with the simulator driver. He's got to go through a few trials, of course. We wish him the best of luck from all of us up here as he tries to go for it.
Fuoco joined.
Fuoco's got back in. Does he get back in the session or is he out? I think he's not going to get back in, you know.
So then,
no, because when I disconnected in quali, we got Barry off into the last one. He's going to say hello to the people around that section. So Bruce to get back. If he can't,
yeah, I'm just gonna give out some free Stroopwafels here.
Yeah, you go and give Stroopwafels to the men.
as Adrenaline, where is he? Yeah, Pirelli something moved it. Yeah, Broken Arrow 5th. That's what I saw. Broken Arrow pops it up to 5th.
Yes. So, currently leading, it is Ferrari B, then you've got, it is Team Italia, is it not?
Oh, yeah, OMS.
Then we've got Mr. Cowpole Racing, as I now call it. Then it is ART.
Nope. Oh yeah, sorry, you are correct, yeah. I thought you were looking at Broken Arrow.
Yep, then you've got Belgian Power in 7th. Waffle, the Street Waffle is in 8th. ART 9th. Belgian Power 10th, and GRT is 11th and 12th. So Farico has got back in, so I know all the cars nearly now.
Yep, you pretty much do. And Vectro did manage to get into the 24 as he improved. So he's now 1.0 off of the leader.
He's basically set almost the same gap away, and that Broken Arrow is at the wall at swimming pool. Gets away with it again.
3 minutes.
Lancing blows.
3 minutes remain of this session before we go to a 5-minute warm-up, and then we'll be lights out at Monaco.
It sounded like you fell over.
No, I'm good. I was just adjusting a wire.
We've got a beautiful draft in the comments books, don't we, Soup? It's very nice.
Yeah. I like it up here.
We're overlooking the back in swimming pool section, so I might chuck you in the swimming pool after this race.
Yeah, if we do ride on board and we're going through to back, give us a wave.
Yeah, indeed, and of course we are live conned over to Barry's car in our little telecom communication device thing.
Yeah, and we can tune in whenever we wish
to disrupt his racing, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, it is quite close once you get past 4th. It's all a couple of tenths really down to 8th.
Yeah, Gav just hit the wall gently there at the top of the hill, gets away with it as per usual. You'll hear me saying getting away with it a lot because it's getting extremely nice on this track sometimes.
If this was F1 on sim damage, you would not get away with it.
Yep, something else I noticed about this track. Now, if you look at Rez here, because he's around the section. Now, coming through this little section here, now, something that I've found out does affect your car, but it seems these guys don't really be noticing too much. But, over here, you are meant to avoid this bump, and you see he does lev. You are meant to avoid that bump, because on this game, you can get airborne on that bump. People aren't really noticing that in these cases. But if on the right you hit that bump, you will almost go flying.
You will see that in real F1. You will see them move over and then come back.
Indeed, on this game.
Oh,
Slightly less
no.
finished. Oh, we got a huge hit, but that's counted.
no.
You've hit a Ferrari B car. He has hit a Ferrari B car. You've angered them.
Ferrari B car hit him.
He has hit Cash.
Get away with that. You'll probably expect a large message of
As
shouting.
Cash stops on the start line and gets into the pit lane. 50 seconds left. I don't think anybody is going to be able to challenge. So it is Cash on pole in Formula C. It looks like Pirelli is going to be... It's a Ferrari B. Front row lockout by 6200ths actually. I never noticed. Pirelli improved. So just about Cash got it. So Ferrari B well within range of each other. 6200ths the gap. And then Adrenaline at 2/10 behind Cash there in third position. Vectro in fourth. Broken Arrow will line up fifth. Van sixth. Xwoosh seventh. Great job from him on his only his second race. Bowie eighth. Ilson ninth. And Wes 10th with Gavra 11th. And Fiocco rounding out the grid in 12th position, who didn't actually get to set a lap because he disconnected.
He got fourth! Gavra's got fourth on the line! Wow!
Great stuff! Broken Arrow just nips his teammate there.
Your voice is blown up.
I can't. I've got a frog in my throat and I can't get it out. That's better. I got it.
Yeah,
that worked.
Oh no, I broke my TV. Oh no.
So 23-7 and a 23-6.
I actually broke it. It's not doing anything. Oh no.
So
Oh,
now
no.
now for a 5-minute
shit.
warm-up session, and I'm gonna mute Bowie. Yeah, I've muted Bowie. But
Now I mute him. He's no threat. He's had an issue. His TV's had a poop. Well, little thing I did find out, and I was just looking here. Bowie's back. Can I mute him now? He's back normal.
okay. Just waiting while he was sorting out his issue.
Wes, notice this in the pit lane, or when you swing the camera around, something's a bit wrong there. Unless a little glitch, just seems to be a floating thing. What is that?
Floating tops of boxes. It looks like.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Well, I'm looking at Wes. There's some floating boxes.
So now it is the final 5 minutes. Okay, hello to Rip It Up. I didn't actually see you in chat there. He says, "What's up, Soup and Evil, you big hairy legends?"
Yes. Yeah, a couple people just got about.
For a second, I saw I thought you said, "Hello, you hairy legs," but
And
yeah, well, indeed.
as Van violently warms up his tyres down towards the Nouvelle Chicane.
Up to one bit of information to another. Soup, you need to tell the viewers something, by the way, don't you? Something's happened today regarding your little anniversary.
It's tomorrow, but yeah. Anyways,
Tomorrow, Soup is 100 years old.
yeah, I am 100 years old. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I'm turning 100 years old tomorrow. But other than turning 100 years old, I'm gonna be celebrating my year as a commentator in GAVRA League tomorrow in GT3 Group B. So I hope you'll be joining me in that one. Very special one.
No.
And no, yeah, well I don't want you there anyway. I don't care.
I actually can't attend. So
Yeah, well I don't
not.
care. So yeah. Anywho, but yeah, I'll be doing GT3 Group B.
With me,
With Evil, and
probably.
the commentators love each other.
Yeah,
we do. So if for those of you that are interested, tomorrow, or well, of course, watch the G3 Group B. But if you want to see my first ever commentary for the GAVRA League, it's on my own channel, and it's Formula Golf from Laguna Seca, if I remember correctly. first round of that season, and
Oh, what's that?
it was awful because I couldn't figure out how to get off the grid, and I didn't even say lights out and away we go. I just got confused, and yeah.
Celebrating. Wow, he's giving us a bit of celebration here for you.
Yeah, well, wrong day,
Probably gonna
but
suffer.
I guess
He's gonna
I'll
suffer
take
doing
it.
that card.
I'll take it.
He's dead.
It's Monaco too, so it's a bit special.
Evil Evil will have his next month, as far as I know.
Yeah, next month. Mine is on my channel as well. He does quite a good job on my first one.
I'd never done commentary before up until that moment, so
Yep, and I've done quite a bit, so yeah. Wouldn't think so, but I have.
anyways.
Vector, I think Vector's joining you. Look, here come Vector. Is he going to come and join you? He's just looking at you, pondering.
He's looking at. He's like, should I, or is he violently messaging? He's trying. Oh, penalty! Never mind. Oof.
Oh God!
Oof. That's been an accident. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a professional racing league. Anywho, so we're gonna see a few drivers practicing their starts. Now, Cash isn't doing his in a great position because that's on a hill, so he wants to do it on a flat surface because a hill start in the Formula C car is not ideal, really.
Tunnel. Right after the turn in the tunnel. That's not deadly at all.
Yeah. Of course, the staple of Monaco is the cranes that lift the cars above the fence instead of just wheeling them out. They lift them up, and cars will drive under them. But it's better than having marshals everywhere on track.
Oh my!
Macau do it as well, and Long Beach, they all do that.
Baku as well, I presume. They just, I don't know.
On some points in Baku they do.
Yeah,
in turn one they don't have to because obviously you can see them. But...
Well, something about Baku I found out. The Baku currently has no F1 winner on the grid.
Yep, Nico Rosberg retired, so
yeah,
it's definitely going to be a new winner.
Yeah, definitely going to have we're going to have a new winner.
Nobody on the current grid has won the Baku GP.
Yeah, well, here we go then. Live commentary done by Evil and Soup. On track, banter buddy, Robbie Bowie and Soup. The words of wisdom.
With 3 seconds to go, there's only one thing we can say, and that's a very special one. Grab your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go racing in the streets of Monaco. We're facing towards turn 1, and we're at the back of the grid. Thankfully, this time we're not racing. This time the lights go red in Monaco. And it is lights out, and away we go at Monaco. Now, have they got off the line together? They have, and it's going to be watching. Be careful through turn 1, boys.
Adelina's not here.
He's disconnected, so Broken Arrow up to third. Vectro has gone on the wall. There's been a bit of a pile-up in turn 1. And they've just got away with it, it looks like, but Cash got the getaway. Ferrelli second, and Broken Arrow now putting the challenge on for Ferrelli as they come around towards Casino. Vectro fourth, got a little bit of a half spin. Van fifth. X-Woosh, great start from him up into sixth. His Belgian Power teammate up to 7th, actually. Bowie is now 8th, Ilson 9th, Gavra 10th, and Fiocco 11th. Adrenaline is all the way down in last. He didn't even get off the line. So, incredible stuff already. And people trying to make moves down at the hairpin there, up the inside. Didn't quite work out for whoever did that. I think it was Bowie. But, great start from Broken Arrow. He's got 2 positions off the line. He's up to 3rd position as they run down to the Novel chicane, and Cash can begin his surge away from the pack to try and win in the streets of Monaco. But what incredible start already, Evil.
Very clean.
Yeah, you are correct. That was Wes.
Yeah, Wes, incredible start, Len. Everyone seems to. Well, I don't think Angelina was here. I think he was in the toilet, and then the race started. So. Bit of an issue there.
So that everybody managed to avoid him, which is quite something. As Van gets under pressure from X-Woosh now.
Yep, so Cass leads, Pirelli, Broken, Vectro, Van, X-Woosh, Bowie, Ilson, Gav. Veruco is spun into the wall nearly, and Angelina is going to overtake him almost, by the way, because he's stuck in the wall, it seems.
Yeah, that's what Anthony knows. So all kicked off. Broken Arrow, of course, the big position gainer. He's up to 3rd and is not letting Ferrelli get away easily.
Indeed, well, it's been certainly a good start so far, to be honest, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has indeed.
And
60
here,
laps.
Bowie is battling with Enquiries there into the 48.
Very close. This could be.
Inside, perhaps.
Might have to go to the yeah, he's going to go to the outside for the Noval chicane. This could end up being a little saucy here on the brakes. He left the inside line. They give each other the space. A little bit of wheel banging as they come out of the chicane, and he's got past. Oh, he's hit the wall! Huge accident! He's hit it, and he's bottled it on the exit of the Noval chicane. Down he goes to 9th, spins the car around in. He is fuming.
Yes, that was a very clumsy mistake, Glenn, by Bowie. He hits the wall. Vector is on the back of his teammate, by the way.
And Van is there with them as well.
Yeah, so this could be interesting between.
I don't even know how that happened because on my screen it didn't even hit the wall.
Gav hit the wall.
What the hell?
Definitely hit the wall.
Yeah, you hit the wall on my end. As Van is putting Vector under huge pressure here as they come up past Sandoval. It was right on his gearbox there. So not a perfect day as it was for him yesterday. But he is...
Indeed, well. Indeed, yesterday dominated. Today, not so.
Yeah, I think Vector's the only one who seems to be avoiding the bump. I could see him moving away from it. Now Ferrari B are beginning to surge away, and Cash is really extending the lead already.
Indeed. Well, let's see. Bowie, has he got damage? See you, Bowie.
No.
No, he hasn't got damage. Oh, there we go.
Because I just pitted.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's why he's dropped down, ladies and gentlemen. So, back to Van. He's with the Kalpa cars right now.
Yep.
And doing a great job.
So, let's see. Cat leads Ferrari second, Arrow third, Vector fourth, Van out fifth. We're looking at right now. X-Bruce, Ilson, Gav, Wes, Bowie, Angelina, and Faruko. That is Faruko, who's out of this race and is gone. So,
first retirement.
Indeed, an early bath for him. He'll be jumping in the swimming pool.
Yep, indeed. Well, a little bit of a reprieve for Vector. He's broken away a little bit from Van, who didn't quite have the lap, but now Vector is catching his teammate. So I doubt they'll take too much risk here, because it is very difficult to overtake in Monaco, but perhaps not so much with these cars. They're a little bit shorter and a little bit shorter in width, so it might be a little bit easier as Vector begins to pile the pressure onto his teammate now as I come towards Portier. Let's hope with Cash, if he manages to build out a huge lead, let's hope he does not do an Ayrton Senna at Portier.
Indeed, that'll be tragic indeed. Like I said, like anything can probably happen on the Principality of Monaco, so as we know, pretty much anything can happen here, and it usually does. Expect a monumental accident in this race.
We've had one in practice.
Indeed. So
and we have one in qualifying.
Indeed.
Vector's... Oh, yeah. Oh, he's clattered to the wall. He's come towards Raskas. Could be a hotspot for moves, actually, if people get their braking right. Of course, one of the most famous moves there was done by the late Jules Bianchi to put a manor into the points for the first time.
And
only time.
Well, actually, no, uppercut.
No, Pascal Wehrlein last year.
Yep, sorry, Pascal.
Sorry, but he did it multiple times last year. But that was because the thing was fast in a straight line.
Yeah, hashtag Staubach.
And there is rumours that there will be another team built off the remains of that team coming in shortly. Wes with a mistake.
He was just 8 seconds in front of me, now he's only 3.5.
Assuming a half spin or something. Van is still with these guys and doing a good job to hold on to where he is. So 56 laps to go, and it is 60 lap race.
Looking all good for Cass currently up front, isn't he? Leading the early pace, and
but this
trying to build that lead up. The gap is now 5 seconds in 5 laps. He's about a second lap quicker than Fritz Learn, isn't he?
About that, yeah, and of course this will allow him to extend his championship lead, but it will keep Ferrari within touching distance of him, because there's a point in the championship right now with Cash with the advantage. Adrenalina is third in the championship, but unfortunately, after missing the start of the race by taking a toilet break or something, he's now last.
Indeed, well, just reading Variety for because he's retired. It's too dark and tight, and he can't see where he's going.
Okay.
Doesn't seem that dark, but depending on TV it is, it could be a bit darker than other people can see. It's not really, doesn't really light up too much this track, to be honest, even with the full lights on.
Yeah, it is.
Hard to see.
I'm assuming it will cycle tonight.
I think it's set to default.
I'm not sure.
No, it might do. We'll find out if it suddenly becomes night time.
Well, down the back, nothing much happening. Gav is 8th at the moment, Ilson 7th, Wes is 9th, with Bowie chasing him down in 10th position, with Adrenalina having a really, really horrible time down in 11th place. He's the quickest man on track, but that doesn't really say much when you're last. 24-4. I'd like to, he's almost a second quicker than Cash, but he's last, and that's. You got to be careful with when you take your toilet breaks in the warm-up. You got to make sure you're quick.
Yeah, because we don't exactly know what happened. They may have had a controller, so we'll find out after the race. That might be the likely cause.
So, Vectro has managed to lose Broken Arrow. Van, and he's chasing Broken Arrow.
Trying to latch on the back of his teammate. Now, just looking at the beautiful sky here. It is very pretty indeed. Looking over, you can see the Mediterranean Sea as it is down the exit of the corner. Now, a few build-ups to this track, as I said. Now, cat's fence on this track, for some reason there isn't one. But of course, you can't launch over the cat, over the wall.
Oh, Adrenalina spun it after the chicane. Oh, there he goes.
And he's gone. Adrenalina is out of the race. So frustration setting in, perhaps.
10 cars in now. And we're only on lap 7. We've lost 2 cars in 7 laps, so we expect a bit of a discussion going on after this about why people are leaving. A bit of a unfortunate scenario here. Well,
and just to interrupt for a second, Rip It Up is just telling us the 3 P's when it comes to racing in league racing, and that is professionals piss their pants. They don't go to the toilet. They don't go to the toilet. So there you go.
Just like Mark Webber, kind of. He just throws.
Except he vomited. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jensen Button literally pissed him under his seat.
Yeah. As Wes spins in the swimming pool section and just about keeps out of the way of Barry there.
Yeah, I'll have damage there, you'd expect.
You would expect so. It's very easy to pick up damage by hitting the wall with the exposed suspension, but does not pit, so maybe be able to manage that damage. As the field begins to spread out now. And Ferrelli is now just 8 seconds behind Cash now. And Cash is very comfortable out in front right now. But of course, with Adrenalina's retirement, it means Wes will score points if he stays in the race.
Everyone will score points in this race, apart from me and you. We can't.
Yeah, but we did score technically last night.
Yeah,
but it wasn't a championship race.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Banter.
Commentators team taking a 4th and 5th last night. I bottled it on the exit of Saint Devote. I was running second for about 6 or 7 laps, and I bottled it. So yeah. Anyways, Broken Arrow has, Vectro dropped back quite a bit that lap actually. So good pace from Broken Arrow that previous lap actually. He was a second quicker than Ferrelli. Now whether he had a problem, because he's now 3.5 seconds behind as they come through.
I think West spun it again.
Let's have a look. No, not can we see it. Easy coming into the pit lane. Yes, he's boxing. Past the statue, one Manuel Fangio indeed.
Well, a few little things about this track. Of course, if you do notice here, if we just go on board, let's just go on and if you looked at someone coming across the line once, if we just look at Cassidy and wait for him to cross the line. I want you to just look at it and pay attention, not the car, pay attention to the sponsors. Now, this is something you're in this race. Just look at it. So we get a gas and panning shot, not a rolling shot. Now, as you see, turn 1, NVIDIA sponsor. Now, if expecting exit turn 1, you'll see a sponsors. Casino, Slightly Mad Studio sponsor. Then we'll have an aerial shot, which is not realistic to what we have in real life. Next shot we'll have is a Panasonic sign. Next shot out of it is a Ricoh sign. Panasonic. Next shot, see. More things. It's an interesting strategy here in Monaco. They make sure every shot has at least a sponsor.
Was that Cash lapping somebody?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it was.
Wes,
who actually hit the wall at and did Bowie go into the wall of Raskas? I think he did.
No.
Yeah, you did. I saw it.
Ow.
I saw you reversing. So, yeah.
No.
Bowie bottling it at Raskas. Gavra is 8th at the moment, doing an okay job. Qualified 10th. I think Bowie's catching him, though.
Well, I was.
You were, but well, you will again. As Vector has closed right back up to Broken Arrow. Yeah, indeed.
So let's cars tool down. Collapses back up again. Now we expect people to be pitting probably midway through the race. You'd possibly think. About what do you think about the tyres? What do you think average person doing the strategy?
I think a 1-stop is doable, but I'm just gonna go for a 2-stopper just to be secure.
Okay.
Yeah, so expecting to hit around
Tire
about...
wear is quite low on this track, so I do expect people, especially people like Cash and the Vectro, to go for a 1-stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, so probably hitting 20 for a 2-stop and probably about 30.
Oh my goodness me.
As Bowie has gone off at the Nouvelle Chicane and lost his front nose cone.
Again.
Yep.
Might have to chuck him in the commentary box again if he's not careful.
He left the commentary box to go race.
We could incidentally, you know, hold drive a few people. We don't advertise accidents. We need to have a sponsored safety car in this race, I think. And in the pit lane he comes. Oh, he's hit the wall in the pits twice.
Yeah. Well, you've already done a two-stop now.
Yeah,
exactly.
now go to the end of the race.
Now go to the end of the race. 50 laps.
Failure in the engine. Oh my.
And problems for the Stroopwafel team. They have a Honda engine in the back.
They've got milk in their car.
Yep, they've got a soggy waffle. And
Waffles on soggy.
And just to be safe, I would not Google soggy waffle.
Yeah.
Or blue waffle.
Or
Don't
blue
do that
waffle.
either.
Yeah.
Don't look at blue waffle.
Van just clipped the wall on the exit to back there. Quite common thing to do. Vectro still can't quite catch up to Broken Arrow. Their lap times are virtually identical.
Yep. So I'm going to go and get Google Translate up and translate what Angelina just put in the chat because I don't read Italian. Well, I can presume I can try and read it. So, by the sounds of it, Gavra not possible something invisible something perhaps.
As Broken Arrow clips the wall a little bit on the exit casino, gets away with it though.
Oh, it's indeed being fantastic here. The sun is, look at that, the sun looks like it is starting to go down actually, if I'm not mistaken. It does look a little darker. That could be the eyes tricking. Vectro taps the wall out of 48. Gets away with that one, not heavy impact. Now, Vectro probably has too much fond memories of that wall there.
As Broken Arrow clips the wall on the way into the Nouvelle Chicane as well. And there you see Van in the background.
indeed, looking at bowing into the last corner. Does he get the corner good? Just about. Getting caught by Wes, I think, now. So Wes is going to catch it.
And there's Cash, actually, just behind Wes. Or sorry, it's Ferrelli. Excuse me. That's Ferrelli behind him.
I expect him to get way out of the way here, which
he does.
We'll have these two guys hounding to the back of him pretty soon of Vetro and Cass. Not Cass, Broken Arrow. I don't know about, I'm getting all sentimental again about former champions. So they are going quicker, by the way, at these two. So they are catching.
Yeah, Broken Arrow very quick indeed.
Vetro slightly not.
No, he's lost a bit of time there. How far is Broken Arrow behind? He's 4.8 seconds behind. Gets a little bit out of shape in the Nvidia chicane, as we like to call it, the Lowe's hairpin. 48 laps to go, and yeah, 13 laps completed out of 60. Just under 1.5 minutes per lap. With Cash going quite quickly. Broken Arrow still doing 25s. Fair play to him. Flying in the Calpa car.
Indeed. Well, so we've got 30 laps to go. Now, there's something I was looking up here. Now, about Baku. Now, I was just casually scrolling through my Twitter feed, and I've noticed something. They, at Baku, are putting up a tarpaulin around the track to cover up buildings with a shinier building. It's an outrageous thing to do there, basically removing another building and basically putting up a fake building in front of it made of basically soggy kind of wall kind of thing, like the images they do, which is pretty outrageous, don't you think, Sue?
I think so. You shouldn't have to cover up your city's architecture to pretend that you have a nice city. I mean, I'm sure Baku is a very nice city, but if you're doing that just for the sake of a Grand Prix, you're having the Grand Prix for the wrong damn reasons.
Yeah, we know Monaco did it, but of course Monaco did it because they had construction site there. I think they might. I want to put this in mind. They even might be building a new building at the exit of Portia, which if they do, or they're building an interesting swimming pool there.
Perhaps.
Well, so we look at all the yachts going past, which is I mean, I see the big boat as sitting there with all the passengers, probably just looking on the TV monitors, getting the Wi-Fi up, enjoying the nice evening sunshine here at Monte Carlo. Principality is doing beautiful.
Yep. Yep, just from Rip It Up there, he's off for some steak and noodles. Keep the good comms going, and tell Barry you don't get bonus points for hitting the barriers.
Duh. I'm retired.
And out!
Out! Sorry, I had to say it. Wes...
Going slow,
yeah, that was Wes letting them through.
We've got the old commentary pairing back together, or the threesome. Never say that on live TV again, either.
Well, Broken Arrow made quite a few mistakes, and I believe, just lap by lap, I'm noticing around the Lowe's hairpin, I'm seeing Ferrelli just kind of getting closer to Broken Arrow.
Yeah, he's only there. You can just glimpse him in the distance, and well, Castonet's basically become Jesus.
Yeah, and he's disappeared.
I can't Italian, so I don't know what he's saying there in the group chat. No, I'll have another look and see. So, there's an image. I'm going to look at this image and read back to you what the image looks like.
Right.
Okay, set a 123. He's been able to set. So, Angelina was set a 123.1 in a practice session before the race. So, yeah.
Doesn't matter. If you don't do it in qualifying, it doesn't count. So there's loads of could've and could'ves and would'ves, but doesn't matter if you can't pull it together. Then there's no point.
Angelina also added Georgia to the FC chat, so I have no idea what's going on.
Wes has gone to the Catholic Church.
Yeah, it's a strange one because he's headed off straight on at Saint-Devote. just where the church is there, and he's retired. He's out of this race. So,
we've got Gav in the wall at to back. He's got away with that. No, I think he's got damage actually this time. So we're now with 8 runners in this race, and we've only done 15 laps. So I think we might end up having no one by the end of this race.
Yeah, it's one of those rare ones where if you get damaged, it's very difficult to recover from it. As Broken Arrow gets ever closer to Pirelli ahead. Like, look at the previous lap time for Pirelli. It was a 1:27 versus a 1:26 from both of the Calpa cars. So
Ilson spun at Valles Portier and has decided to crash into the wall.
This could be another retirement. Nope, he's got it going. Knocked it in reverse.
Yep. Good boy.
And Gav is in the pit lane. So he's got
Gav is in after flattering the wall.
Yep. So the Calpa boys can smell fresh meat in Pirelli.
Yeah. Slightly aging meat, to be honest, but moving swiftly on from that. So I think Pirelli, is he one of the older drivers here?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Well, who is the oldest driver here, actually? We know Vector, I think, was one of the youngest at 18.
No, that's Wolf.
I'm younger.
Wolf is one of the youngest, actually.
Yeah, but the ones driving here, I think that I'm
oh,
one of the
here,
youngest.
yeah. I think it'd be Bowie. I'm not sure about Wes.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the academy drivers, but not going out from them, it's probably me.
Yeah, I think Cash. I'm gonna say he's in his 30s. Because
I think so.
Because he owns a really nice Mercedes, just to put that out there. He owns a gorgeous car.
Yeah.
As does your grandfather, Bowie. Anyway, I'm severely jealous because he has a really nice BMW. I really want it. A rare one as well.
Mistakes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Vector's got that made a mistake somewhere. And was that Pirelli up the road? No, that looks like...
That's Gav.
That Gav. It is Gav.
Yeah,
now,
Gav.
we'll see how a lap card should behave on this track. Now,
and,
few issues on
yep.
lap cards.
And there you go.
Gets up the way.
Almost goes in the pit lane for it.
Yep, gets up the way. Beautifully choreographed there from the man of the lead, of the championship and everything. Oh, Wes is out. Indeed. Ah, because his controller is broken, yeah, we noted that earlier.
Yep.
His controller's broke.
So from the about 13, 14 people that started, there's only 8 left.
12 started.
Yeah. 12. So there's already 4 cars that have quit. Oh, there goes Gav in the wall.
Gav in the wall. In the number 1 car.
Number 1, Gav likes being number 1.
So
Ilson is 7th, that's not where you'd expect him to be.
No, he's well up the grid in Formula Golf, but the jump up to the Formula Cs.
He was a championship contender actually, together with Adrenalina.
He was
in 7th.
He was indeed.
Actually clipping the wall there.
And unfortunately, he's had a string of bad results, which kind of hindered him his championship. And I think it was an impossible ask of him to win the championship in the last round, because all Adrenaline had to do really was win, which he did.
Boy, oh boy, never.
Yep, indeed he did. Let's see the lap times from Pirelli and Broken Arrow. Let's compare it to... Oh, yep, Pirelli's beginning to pick up the pace now. 25.9, 26.5, and there's your difference. Meanwhile, Cash is selling 24s.
Yeah, very stagnated race already. It's important to say the least. We've only got 8 cars left in this race after multiple accidents, and well, I'm sure Pirelli's happy out of his crew for mending the car from being sent into Narnia by Fruka. And if you didn't know what happened, joining basically as soon as the session started, the first lap, I don't know exactly what happened. It seemed Pirelli was going trying to pass and kind of gravitated, and then they both just went 20 feet in the air and died. Which is problematic.
Yep, indeed it is.
Surely was a weird race start, I can tell you that.
Yeah, how was it from your perspective?
I actually had a very good start, to be honest. I could have jumped about 2 cars. I actually jumped 1 car, I know that. I think it was Ilson, I think, that I jumped. But on the exit of turn 1, Van Elk kind of squeezed me off. I was on the outside of him. I was legit on the barrier. I was scraping alongside it. And he just clipped his left rear wheel on my front right wheel. He got collected and also went a little bit into the barrier. And then both Wes and Expo just passed me. And everything went from bad to worse from there on.
Indeed. Well,
Gav's in.
Gavin again.
Not as luck as the Italian.
No,
Apart from the people that are actually hitting the walls, I think it still is going to be a 1-stopper.
Yeah.
I mean, I already had a 3-stopper, I think.
Yeah, Gav did well in the supercarts yesterday. Actually, he's a great driver in the supercarts.
No, he didn't. I think he got 7th in the end. He was leading the race up until like the final.
He had to pit, unfortunately.
Well, indeed. So he could have probably.
Yeah, I am complete trash at karts. Like, I'm even worse of an obstacle around here, and that says a lot.
Hmm.
Yep, and Wes has disconnected himself, or he's probably turned his PlayStation off.
Yep. Well, of course, next week, after we leave this very tiring race in Monaco, we don't really have far to go, really. We're still around the same area, but we're going to Imola next time around.
Yes.
Slightly up the.
That is probably one of my favorite tracks.
Yep.
Slightly down the peninsula into the Italian area, not in Italy, because it's I think its own country, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's the country of San Marino.
It has a few Grand Prix tracks. It has, of course, the I think that's it. The one that was the track that the motorbikes use.
Mugello.
Yeah, I think it's Mugello. Could be. Don't quote me if I'm wrong. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Well, I believe they are the province of San Marino that are. I think they're governed by Italy, but they have independence. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the politics of the area, but I think that that's the way it works.
Well, after Imola, we're going to Sonoma and Road America in America.
Yeah.
So that can be very entertaining because I don't like Sonoma, so that's probably going to be a very interesting race too. Road America is pretty much just straights. It's like a few full speed turns, pretty much, but after that it's just
yeah.
It's nothing much. And then Monza's also just straights. Zolder, Watkins Glen back in America, and then at the end Saquito.
Surprisingly, what we heard from Vectro, it's his least favorite track is Saquito. He doesn't particularly like it.
I actually like it.
Do you know what? I think it's quite a nice track. Well, I was looking up. You said it was. What track did you say it was, Super? The MotoGP track.
Mugello.
Yeah.
It's Misano World Circuit.
Oh, Misano. Sorry, Misano. Yeah.
Misano World Circuit de Marco Simoncelli. Of course, after
of course, Marco Simoncelli.
Great Marco Simoncelli, who didn't know, tragically died in the 2011 or 2011 in Malaysia. We got ran over by, I can't remember who it was. Rossi was involved, and the helmet got flung off his.
Yeah, he fell off the bike, and then he got hit in the back. No, he got hit in the back.
Ow, was it in the back? But his helmet fell off.
And his helmet came off. Such was the force of it.
Indeed, was
well, Mugello is also a MotoGP circuit. I just don't know where it is.
It's in Italy.
Yeah, it's not in San Marino, unfortunately.
No.
I'm gonna go to the GT3 calendar to see where we are for tomorrow's race.
Oh yeah, that's right. The MotoGP is in Essen right now.
Yes, it is Essen, it is the Italian Grand Prix Mugello.
Yeah, it is.
So Yeah, we have GT3 tomorrow, which is at Silverstone.
Ooh.
It's going to be entertaining. When we know the first race was pretty fun. You can probably tell, just go wondering who's leading this. It's Cass, Pirelli, Broken, Vectro, Van, Enquiries, Ilson, Gav. And then we've got Rose Retirements, Bowie, we've got Wes, Angelina, and Faruko all are out of this race. That means Super is in the points, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
You are 2 for me.
Yeah.
I'm the only one outside the point.
But we are pretty much at the almost at the halfway point of the seasons right now. Next time around in GT3 will be the halfway mark with round 6, and Formula C.
I wish I was in GT3.
And Formula C, I'm not sure. I think does that also have 12 rounds? I'll have to check. Current championship Formula C calendar. Let's have a quick look at that. I think there's 12 rounds as well. Yeah, there is. So next time around will be the halfway mark at Imola. And we already have a tight championship.
It'll be very interesting, won't it?
Hopefully.
Track. I do like that track.
Yep. As I just get a copyright notice.
From where?
Why have you blocked it? No, it's not on the GavraLeague channel. Don't worry.
Oh, right.
Okay, we don't care then.
That is stupid because that's in-game music. Anyway.
Is it?
Yeah, I had the same thing on Project Cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gav hit the wall on the exit of the Newville
It's
chicane.
really stupid, yeah, indeed. If you didn't know, Project Cars' music is copyrighted on YouTube by the game. So, yeah.
Hmm.
But when you look into it, that music is actually royalty free, but it's weird.
They copyrighted it themselves. So Broken Arrow has pulled away from Vectro and has now got himself into what looks to be a great podium position. Looking good for Kalpa right now.
Seems indeed like a very good race for them at Monaco.
Yeah. Broken Arrow got a great podium last time out in France at the Bugatti circuit. Got third there as well. And is looking for another one.
Vector actually said he was very good around this track, but he doesn't seem to have the pace this time around. And he's just cruising around in fourth position right now.
Well, you'd think he doesn't have the pace. He's actually very quick. It's just that it's very competitive around Monaco. Everyone just seems to like the track and has the pace around it.
I don't.
Well, we know you don't.
I just hit a wall after 2-3 turns every lap, so yeah.
Yeah, well, little Dave Hill Diaries, by the way, if you are interested in F1. Next year, in 2018, we are having the first ever free race flyaway. So we'll have 3 races in a row, by the way. We'll have Austria, France, and Britain all in those 3 weeks. So in late June and early July. So do look forward to that next year. But what are your opinions on that first 3 flyaway races together?
Yeah, indeed. And that'll be at a great time as well, because I'll have just finished my final exams at that stage. And I'll be hopefully off to university by the end of the year.
Oh, Vector's hit the wall! Vector's hit the wall!
Yeah, he has. Rascat's around.
Disastrous!
So he's got a lot of time in front of Van, but he'll be frustrated with himself at that.
Yeah,
has he got damage?
He'll have damage there, surely, and where he was, he couldn't really get in the pit, so he'll just trundle around.
Almost in a Marcus Ericsson there, going straight on at Sandevot.
Yeah, incredible, Ella.
Oh
dear.
Well, that's him out of the commentary box.
He has been ejected from the country. Well, going back to it, we now only have 8 people officially in this, so we've got 10, so I'm now got points. Yay.
Yeah, so Cash is out in front with a gap of almost 30 seconds over his teammate. It just looks perfect. It's almost a perfect day again for Ferrari B. Well, of course, Of course, it was Ferrari who triumphed earlier in the year, and it's the B team who's going to probably triumph again here today around the streets of Monaco. Of course.
Yeah, well, I do just have to say, this is turning into quite a procession right now, isn't it?
Not much going on, and I'm sorry to say this, but I just say settle in and wait for the end.
And Gavra's in, well, a little mini podcast here we could turn it into right now. So if you have any comments, put them in and we'll answer them.
Yeah, if you do have any questions, we will turn this into a Q&A with the commentators. If you wish to ask us any questions at all, please do ask us in. Yeah, about anything, because it is the Monaco Grand Prix, and we do need something to talk about for the next half an hour-ish.
This PS4's crashed.
Nice one.
Okay. Well, going on to it, we're just talking about general motorsport. Well, what do we think about motorsport? I can say it's F1 because it's F1. Well, next race, well, it is Baku, which is probably the worst track in my opinion on the F1 calendar currently.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because, you know, it just isn't. I'm expecting a few cars in the wall this time up the thing. We didn't really have any cars in the wall last year, but with a car that's 2 meters wide and a corner that is at its thickest 2.5 meters wide around the Castle Hill section, I think there's going to be an accident there, and it's going to be horrible.
Yeah, only 50 centimeters clearance. So, I don't know. It doesn't seem suitable for the current cars.
We're also in the gossip news. Found this out. Did you know about Alonso and was going to join Braun? Could have joined Braun in 2009.
I heard.
Now just imagine this, because just imagine Button and Alonso teammate 2009. That would have probably been the most dominant car in probably history. There was Alonso in that car.
Championship battle between those two guys as well.
Yeah.
I probably would have said. I would have said probably Alonso would probably have come out on top.
Yeah, you'd have to expect so, wasn't he? Just over 3 years away from his last championship, so he'd still been at the prime of his game. Of course, was in that miserable Renault car in 2009, which is even more miserable when you think of what they had to do to the year before to make a win. No, they did bounce back, Chloe, didn't they, in Fuji that year before that, 2008? One of the greatest races, isn't it, Fuji 2008?
Not a race I remember.
No, 2007 and 2008. Now, 2007 race was the one you would probably remember where Fernando Alonso probably met that massive mega crash down the straight. If you've ever looked it up, it's horrible. 2008, he dominated the race and won in the Renault, legitly, which is their last legit win to date. Renault, so almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we are probably happy to say we're almost at the halfway point of this race.
Indeed, halfway through this race. And it's a bit interesting.
There's your track map, and that's how far the field is apart.
The only cars close together is
Broken Arrow and Ferrari.
Yeah, and they are probably about 5 seconds apart, 4.3.
Yeah.
What we need now is just some Bernie sprinklers.
Indeed.
There was some tap the wall down at towards Raskas. Gets we're back to one that
he's
time.
in,
well,
and he's into the pit line.
Yeah, that might be for his scheduled pit stop as well. Around that time, may have got a bit down inside. There and then, easy enough.
Ooh, Vectro, big impact into back. He's got away with it, but it was very hard.
Perhaps coming in this lap then.
Let's see, he's pushing on. Nope.
No, stays out. Okay.
Stays out. Well, it is a one stop, I suppose. So
that will be a one stop. Well, I think I'm going to probably head off into that church in a while and go pray to the Lord that like it mysteriously starts raining. I think that'll that. Or I'll take us to this casino. So, found this out. You are actually allowed to go into the casino apparently.
That is a misconception because it's only citizens of Monaco who aren't allowed into there.
Yeah.
So, but if you are from another country, you are most welcome. And you're not a citizen of Monaco.
Yeah, so I can go in there like right now. I can walk in there and start gambling. Of course, I don't tend to say this. Don't gamble, kids. It takes your life away apparently. Also, other things, smoking, drinking. Don't do that. It doesn't end well.
I think we neglected to mention this actually. Me and you have a new commentary job.
Ah, yes, we do have a new commentary. Well, if you didn't know, a few weeks ago now, Sue got hired by League, and he basically just brought me in because, you know, Murray and Ben.
Couldn't leave him behind.
Couldn't leave me behind. Well, so if you don't want to check that out, it's Inside Line Racing. If you type that on YouTube, and you can find it there.
It is F1 2016, so it was a change of face for us. But I've never known the beauty of being able to see a start. It's life-changing.
Yes, and actually know which cars are which.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It really is. We've got another race on Sunday as well, actually. It'll be...
where's that?
It'll be Monza, actually.
Ah, the Festival of Speed. No, not that one, but the other one.
That's on soon, actually. That's next week.
Yeah, the Festival of Speed on soon. Now, I heard this. Not Bruno Barrichello. That's not the one I'm thinking. I mean, well, he was at Le Mans and actually did quite well, actually. So
yeah.
hats off to him. And all the 12 F1 drivers actually racing Le Mans, former and well, all former because the present one are allowed to. For some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, Festival of Speed's coming up soon, and not Bruno Barrichello, but we're also beginning. Robbie Kubica is, I believe, going to be driving the Renault there.
Yeah.
I heard something about that. So something looking like it's building up. He's definitely doing something in that car thing next year.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So, I visited the Festival of Speed a couple of years ago, actually, and Broken Arrow's in, yeah.
Not really going to be battling anyone, I don't think. X-Ross could be a posable threat, but he's on the same lap, actually, so it's going to be interesting.
But yeah, Festival of Speed, Festival of Speed is quite something. You have like so many classic cars racing around that hill climb, and all the classic F1 cars. Like you never really get it until you actually go there. The sound of a V10 F1 engine, how bloody loud that thing is. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I'm not one fortunate enough to actually have been there. Well, one day do wish to go up to there. It's not too far away, I don't think.
It's down. It's down the very south, actually.
Yeah, well, I am the south.
Yeah, you shouldn't be too far away from it then. I think you just go right, go that way.
Yeah, well, I'm not that south. I'm near the Isle of Wight.
Okay, good. Where is? Yeah, Let me just check Google Maps. Actually, whereabouts?
I think it's about. It's kind of near.
Vectro Inn.
Area. Yeah, Vector Inn. So I thought it would be pitting soon, and Pirelli is in as well.
Yeah, it's right. It's near enough to Brighton.
Ah, Brighton. So yeah, just basically right.
Yeah. Oh, you really aren't far away from it. You're pretty close, actually.
Yeah, well, if I ever get enough money, I'll have to go there.
Yeah, it is a little bit pricey on with tickets, but if you get in, you can get a full weekend pass and get in for both days. It's something else. I'm telling you, like you get to walk around the paddock, and like yeah, like you can walk right up to the cars. They don't care. Like you can walk around the cars and actually get up close and personal with the cars. something else, like old Le Mans Ferraris and drift cars and old classic rally cars. They have a rally stage there as well with the classic rally cars. They were driving the Group B rally cars. Crazy. Metro 6R4s.
The one car I've always been trying to figure out now. Ferrari, of course, did do Le Mans there, and I'm pretty certain they made a kind of in the 90s, like I think late 80s. They made this kind of Le Mans car. I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically the catalyst what ended up being what LMP3 cars look like today.
Interesting.
Anyone can ever find out what that car is? When I look on my computer, actually, if I can find it. It's in Test Drive Ferrari Racing Legends. It's a game. If you didn't know, do recommend go and pick up Test Drive Ferrari Racing Legends. If you can find it on the PS3, it's an incredibly good game. Because you've got about 1 billion old F1 cars, and the sound is incredible. The handling's a bit iffy, but you know.
So, Broken Arrow has made his pit stop, and he is 7.2 seconds behind Ferrelli. He could get into second, you know. Could Ferrelli? He could undercut him, because Ferrelli had a bad lap that last time around. So I think the undercut could really have worked for Broken Arrow there. As Cash is 1 minute and 10 seconds ahead on that. I think, what did Ferrelli pit? I think Ferrelli might have pitted. He could have, but I don't quite recall seeing him in. But anyway, Broken Arrow is catching him either way with just about 25 and a half laps to go, as Cash is coming up to lap Vectro. That's how far ahead he is. It is your follow the leader in Monaco, essentially.
Indeed, follow the leader it is. Oh, that's who is that getting that? Van out lapping Enquiries. That's a bit interesting, man.
And Cash is in from the lead of the race.
Yes, and I'm going to see if I can find the car I'm thinking of as well. Mythical car I'm trying to finger up, but can't find it off the top of my head.
Well, Cash is so far ahead, he can comfortably take as long as he wants in the pit lane. As you'll see.
He's dominated this bit, hasn't he?
Yeah, very consistent with his lap times, and that's the key. Really. He is coming out of the pit lane right now, and he is still 40 seconds clear of Ferrelli.
Ah yes, well I found out the car I was thinking of. The car I'm thinking of, which is 1994, the car I'm thinking of. It's the F333 SP.
Okay.
That is a Ferrari. I'm just going to look what it looks like actually properly. What is it racing?
So,
Sports prototype car.
Yeah, let me have a look at it actually. What's it called?
It's called the Ferrari 333 SP.
333 SP.
Yes.
Ah, I see it.
Incredible little car, isn't it?
1994.
Yeah. Competed in the IMSA GT, the FIA Sports Car Championship as well. So quite a little thing. I think that might have been their last pretty much truly high kind of.
Yeah,
vehicle,
it is. It says it is the last Italian prototype car.
And it really does. It's a really little incredible car, isn't it?
Very much is.
It's a shame I've only been able to find it on one game, and that is Test Drive Oriented. And like I said, pick it up if you can find it. It's incredible. And I do suggest you do it, Sue, because then I can show you all the cars. I've got all of them.
Broken Arrow had a big moment.
Yeah, Vector had a big moment as well. Tap the corner of that.
Now, what I suggest if anybody is left watching, I'd suggest putting your feet up and just going to sleep for a little while. Go for a little snooze. We'll still be here, and
Probably.
the positions probably won't have changed.
Yeah, unless like Cass flips over. Or
Unless
something.
Imola happens.
Yes, or Cass like flips over and like Freddy crashes, and then Broken Arrow and Vector crash, and like ends up Gavra into the race, and it's like, oh my god, pilots everywhere.
Well, just quickly, we'll be able to work out the championship while I'm here.
Yeah, was my voice loading?
It's not liking what I'm doing today for some reason.
No,
So,
I don't really like it.
oh, I'm sorry. Actually, Ferrelli was leading the championship, so Cash will have 135. I need to make sure my points are correct. I keep having to double check myself. On the seat rules, let me just make sure my point system is correct. 30 and 25. Yeah, alright, I'm good. I was correct. So then, Cash will get 135 points, and Ferrelli will have 126, 27, 29, 131. So Cash will go into lead the championship by just a margin of about 3 or 4 points. So it's keeping it nice and close. And I believe, where's Vectro? He's 4th. Because Adrenalina retired, that's a no score for him. So 4th will give Vectro 18 points, which will then allow him to go 76, 86, 96, 76, 77, 82, 83. He'll go 3 points behind Adrenalina for 3rd of the championship.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking at videos of this car now. V12 in that thing, I'm pretty certain it said.
A V12 in a prototype, huh?
Yeah, it's a V12.
Wow. Not something you get often.
Indeed.
Well, for those of you that are still watching, which I'm amazed you are, really. But yeah, we are very close to 200 subscribers, so get us there, please, if you can. Be a great help.
Yep, hashtag give us a new soup voice.
Yeah, get me a new voice box, please.
Well, looking at the stats for that Ferrari, the races ended 144 races, it won 56, and poles took 69, which is very that's pretty much almost half the races they entered they won. It's
pretty dominant.
That's a very dominant car, isn't it?
Mm.
I'll have to give that car a test out there. Gav's getting lapped by a load of people. That is Ilson, who's just been lapped himself by, I believe, someone? I'm inclined to say that was Vectro.
It would have been. It is.
Oh, that's look. Yeah. Really, I'm gonna read you the car list for that test drive game. So like, you can tell me how many cars. You can tell me just amazeballs it is. So I'll read you these cars and tell me which ones stand out. So we've got the 125S, which is from 1947, which is Ferrari's first ever car. The 166 Inter from 1948. The 212 Export Spider, I think that's a Viganel, it's 51. the 250 Testarossa, the 250 California, the 250 GTO, the 275 GTB, the 330 P4 Bernaretta, which is I think that's the Tourer, that Grand Tourer across the thing. The Ferrari that's not actually a Ferrari, the Dino. The 365 GTB4, the 365 GTS4, the 308 GTS, the 308 GTB Quattro Valori, the 288 GTO, the F40, the F40 Sport. Not finished yet, by the way. The 512, the Testarossa, yeah, Testarossa, the 512, the 348 Spider, the F355, the F355 Spider, the F35 Spider Challenger, the F33 SP, which is we just read, the F50. There's something interesting. Now, what is Ferrari's F60 and F70?
F60 and F70?
Wouldn't that be the Enzo, and wouldn't that be also the lap Ferrari with it? Oh, Vetra's hit the wall. That's an interesting question, isn't it? Well, moving on from that, isn't it? It's a wonder. You don't know what is.
No, it is the
Enzo. I'm pretty certain it is the Enzo.
the the F70 would be. It's actually currently a concept car.
Ah. There we go. What's the F60? I'm pretty certain it's the
The
Enzo.
F60 is, I believe, that is the F60 America. It's, don't call it. They called it the Ferrari F60 America.
Oh.
That is the dumbest name for a car I've ever seen in my life. The F60 America. Wow. And your F50, of course.
Wait, no, if you look it up F60, it goes to the Enzo Ferrari.
Okay, it's the Enzo then.
I just type F60 and it comes up with the F1 2009 car. I was like, no.
And then
Back to the list of cars, by the way, because I haven't finished. So where was I? Just read the F. So we've got FTGT, the F60 Spider, the Talon Stradale. Yeah, Stradale. The 550 BARCHE
Barchetta.
Pronounce that. I think so. Then it's Pininfarina.
Pinaforte.
Yeah. Then we've got the 575M Maranello, the Enzo Ferrari, the FXX, which is a beautiful car by the way. The 612 Scalaghetti, the 599 GTB, the F430, the F430 Spider, the F430 Challenger. Now we get to all of these kind of race cars. So we've got the 125S Sport. We've got now this is a really basically the beginning. It's pretty much the 1950 F1 car. This bit we got interesting because all the rest I'm about to read out are F1 cars, by the way. So we've got the F1. So we've got so we've got of course the 125S, the 312 F167, the 312 B374. The 312 T4, which is from 79, the 126 C2, which is 1982, the F187, the F190. Then we skip forward to the Now we've got pretty much the 248 F1, which is 2006 car, the F2007, the F2008. Then we've got the 458 Italia, the California GT, and then the final car on this is the 150 Italia, which is the 2011 car. That is over 50 cars are Ferraris.
Just Ferraris.
Just Ferraris. All of them are Ferraris. Hundreds of Ferraris. And the track list has got a very certain track list. It resembles Brannock Bay. It's called Misty Lock, which is very close. And I'll get down the image and send it you on the good old Twitter in a little bit. I'm pretty certain it's not a real track. It might be a real track. Let's look at that. Misty Lock. Oh, it's a real place. I'll test her for a race of legends. Go and get the track map up a bit. Yeah.
17 laps left in this race, by the way.
Yep, I've not even looked at the racing since midway thing.
Of course, tomorrow GT3 Group B at Silverstone.
Indeed, it is incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll hand the little link for the track.
Well, just if you are joining us, tomorrow, yeah, GT3 Group B, and also my year anniversary in GAVRA League commentary box. Yay!
Yep, but hopefully a little more entertaining than this race.
And just for the. Oh wait, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
Well done.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Yeah, it's what happens when you do Monaco.
Right after this one. There you go. I'll send you a link. Go and watch that video when you've got some spare time. Sort of that track and then just look at that track and then think of Bannock Bray, and then come back and say, Jimmy, or has that track got some similarities somewhere in it? Because it's incredible. Meanwhile, if you're joining us, Cass is in the lead, Rally is second, Broken's third, Vetcher's fourth, Van is fifth, and Extra sixth, and Ilson and Gav and the back there, all on his own. GT.
Oh, big God, we do have somebody watching. I saw the chat ping. Oh yeah, John, Suki's still watching actually.
Thanks, Suzuki.
And she is racing tomorrow actually as well. Razy is missing, of course. He will be back later on. I believe he's back next, or in 2 races time at Brands Hatch, I think. He'll be returning.
I believe so too.
Of course, last GT3 Group B race. A bit of carnage. It was at Bathurst.
It didn't exactly go to plan.
Not particularly. As Ilson is having a terrible time. He's hitting the wall everywhere. Be a pit lane for him, I assume it is.
Yep. Well, he's not going to get overtaken by Gap anytime soon, so we can just coast home in a nice solitude position.
Yep. As Van gets lapped by Cash. And Broken Arrow's looking all set for another podium in Monaco. Quarter past 10 UK time. We're just about to oh, I've noticed I went on to the views page. I mean, I noticed we have 11,111 views in total.
Extremely good there.
11111. Lovely. Great stuff. I will have to work on an updated channel trailer because I thought I would do that, but I actually might. I have to get more editing software.
Yep, well, we'll work with that together. Oh, Wilson's hit like, mega hard there.
Yeah,
and
off of Portier.
Yeah, so, off! It's Senna!
Had to be said.
Yeah, I can finally say that, so I need to...
He's getting caught by Gav now. If he's not, he will get caught if he's not careful and keeps doing that.
Yeah, if he keeps doing it, he will, I was about to say that's probably in someone near to Joe. Racing the wall there. He's led this race from the beginning, has not dropped the position.
Nope. He's just set the lap times, and fastest lap 23.9. Something else.
Oh.
We're almost at the end of this race. Formula C tends to be quite long.
Quite a battling race, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It does tend to be on the longer side. But that's the way it goes. Let's have a look. How long have we been going for? Let's have a quick check. 1 hour and 40 minutes actually we've been going for. Quite a long time.
Quite a long time for a processing right now. Meanwhile, it's doing well.
It's almost actual Grand Prix distance. Because the F1 cars are about 10-ish seconds quicker than these guys.
They would have been near over. I was reading this there. Felipe Massa says Carlos Sainz's crash was almost as bad as Grosjean's crash in 2012.
At Spa, he means.
Yes, I believe that means it's Spa.
I would disagree.
Well, it wasn't really... It was kind of a situation where he kind of tried to think Grosjean wasn't there, and then Grosjean decided he was going to be there. It seems to have a lot of press. It always seems to be Grosjean involved, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, in fairness, Carlos didn't look in his mirrors.
Look. Yeah, Carlos decided that Grosjean was not going to be at the corner, and decided promptly to try and blow him up. I mean, he's had a few incidents, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he blew Stroll up.
Yeah, Stroll got points last race though, so that was good.
Yeah, Stroll got points, which is incredible.
And made overtakes as well. And tried to do it into the last chicane. Didn't work.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect it to work every time.
No, as Rosberg found out trying to get past Verstappen last year.
Didn't exactly end up quite in the right direction. Though, hats off for trying, eh?
Yep. Ferrari, it's quite quick. That last lap actually 23.8. That's his personal best at this time in the race. 11 laps to go. Not long left, ladies and gentlemen.
Not long left until we...
The pain and torture is almost over. We promise.
And then we'll get off into whatever magical things we can do.
Well, it's rounding... Well, tomorrow we'll be heading to Silverstone, so... Hopefully that'll be a little bit more... less on the procession side. Come for the GP circuit, of course, not the small little national one. Full circuit. And that's Vectro letting Cash through. So he's lapped almost everybody. Apart from the top three.
It's extremely interesting, isn't it?
Indeed. Well, plenty of grandstands I've noticed around this circuit. Loads of space for viewing. Of course, probably expensive to get into them, but yeah, and I'd love to go to this Grand Prix sometime. Just to say I was there.
Yeah, it's on the bucket list, isn't it?
Well, I'm striking one off this year. I'm going to the Belgian Grand Prix this year.
Yeah, I haven't been to really haven't been to any for a long, long time. Was going to go to Silverstone a few years ago, but really never materialised the best.
Yeah, I was going to go to Silverstone, but it was sold out. So yeah.
Yeah, it sells out quite a lot.
Like they sell the tickets for next year's race around September or something like that.
They're pretty much all sold out as well, I think.
And here we see Gavra about to be lapped by the entire field a number of times.
A number of times indeed.
Well, we're about to go under the double digits here. About to go to 9 laps to go.
10 onwards to go.
It does get quite tough on the drivers having to focus for so long around this tight and twisty track. And
Which
also
is incredible, to be honest, when you think how these drivers have managed to go. All these races, all 8 of them that are left it, have done the best they can.
And also for the... I'm sure they're probably not as... well, bored as we are. Let's not mince our words. They've got to focus. We've got no action on screen, so unfortunately we can't bring much entertainment to you. But we do try. That's our job.
We'll try our best.
No disrespect to the drivers, of course. That's just Monaco. That it tends to be boring no matter what you do.
Yeah,
It's that type of track.
Unless, of course, everyone seems to decide they don't want to be driving.
Yep. As Cash clips the wall. Oh, excuse me.
Very tired, aren't you?
Yep. Well, your anniversary tomorrow. Yay! I'm actually kind of excited. I don't know why. Nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Don't tease me like that.
This is the moment, like, the most massivest accident you'll ever know happens, isn't it? And you're sitting there pondering.
Tum 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 tum. Well, 7 laps to go, almost now.
Yeah. 7. The finish is catching up.
Lucky for some, it's number 7. That's Vectro's car number. Number 7.
Yep, it does look like number 7. Well, I don't think his number 7 is going to come to make a whisk for him today.
Of course, he has had a bit of luck through his life. Vectro lived through quite a lot.
Did find out some incredible things the other day that I never knew about him.
He survived a brain tumor at a young age, and I believe there was a story behind his 666 as well, but I don't think I have the correct story in my head, so I won't say it. I'm not sure. But yeah, he does have a scar on his head from it, as far as I can see. And unfortunately, you can't edit your helmet, because if he could edit his helmet, he'd have the scar on his helmet.
indeed a living, something living for everyone to see.
Now here he is, racing on project cars. Nothing wrong with him.
Top of the world.
And of course Cash is definitely on top of the world right now. 6 laps to go. He'll soon be in the trials for the McLaren thing. The search for the new sim tester, or the simulator worker. A couple of trials just to go through, of course. we reckon he'll do it.
Yep, I will. I'm willing him on.
Because we are going to milk it if he does it. It's like, yeah, our guy in our championship, he's you know, the McLaren test driver, you know.
And if he doesn't, well, we'll still be able to milk it anyway.
Yeah, and say he was in it, he applied. He's helping it anyway. He's helping our cause. Don't think Ferrari would be best pleased if he does, though. We left on his own in the Formula C while Cash goes off to test McLaren cars. But perhaps Cash can probably, if he gets it, perhaps he can save McLaren from the woes they're having right now.
Yes, the terrible woes.
As he attempts to get past Gav. With 5 laps to go then. Not long left at all here. It looks like we're going to have 8 finishers from the 12 starters. And Broken Arrow looks set to put Kalpa on the podium. Great start. Started from 5th and got to 3rd off the line, so great stuff from the German.
Well, so's a man in his prime.
Oh, we missed something. Vector had a mistake. Van's now 4th.
Well, we weren't paying attention, were we?
No, but the action strikes out of nowhere, and Vector looks like he's struggling.
Yes. Now, has he hit the wall somewhere?
Perhaps he has, but this might be great. This is a great opportunity for Van to get some great points. Possibly his best finish all season would be a 4th position.
Could be high up, we never know.
No, it will be his best finish if he stays there this season. Yes, it will. His best finish this season has been 6th. So either way, he'll get a best finish by finishing.
Yeah, Vector's hit the wall somewhere, I'm pretty certain. He's a bit wiggly.
Yeah, he's wiggling all over the place, and he's now possibly could get under pressure from X-Swoosh behind. He's not far behind. But is he a lap down? He's not. He's on the same lap. Oh, he's hit the wall again in the swimming pool. It's all unravelling. He's lost his nose cone. Or, well, he's lost something off the car. Side pod. No, he's going to carry on. He's lost the side pod off the car.
That side pod's fallen off in dramatic style.
Van has been gifted a 4th position here.
Well, you never know. Vector's been pretty good, so you could still.
Hit the wall on the exit of Sandavot. Oh, he's struggling in the car. I think he's just trying to nurse it to the end so he doesn't lose any more positions, but he could lose a position to X-Swoosh and drop down to 6th position and give X-Swoosh perhaps his best championship finish. I'll have to check where X-Swoosh finished last time around. First race was last time out. Yep, this will be, either way, it'll be a best finish for X-Swoosh in 6th position. Yep, it will.
Indeed.
So,
you're doing an incredible job.
Best championship finish. He's going to lap the GIRT car of Gavra. Oh, they're coming. So we're getting some last minute action here just to wake us up before the end.
Yeah, the accident has already been over.
Oh,
Started,
Veccho tapping again the wall and Tabak. He's hitting every single wall.
He's hit it again.
He might hit it in Raskas. Got to be careful. X-Swoosh is right there now. And I think you
There's
can hardly...
skis on Simmons, so this could be even. This is going to be a disaster. Isn't
The
it?
car is pretty much crabbing, as far as we can see. So careful on the brakes, almost hits the wall in Saint-Devote.
Doesn't want to be doing that, does he? Looks like I can hear random noises from your mic.
That is the sound of Discord. As I'm going to shut my laptop down for a second, as my friend is spamming me. He's in America and he's really annoying. Go away. There we go. So I won't be able to focus on chat for about 3 laps. Vectro's very much struggling. X-Swoosh I think is going to get 5th off Vectro as far as I can see. I think this will actually be the, apart from the start, the first overtake.
Yes, it could be.
Oh, he's gone straight on. Well, apart from Van getting past him, and through he goes.
I'm free.
X-Swoosh up to 5th, career best. And Van on for a season best, 4th. 2 laps to go then.
Incredible then, isn't it?
So Kalpa suddenly dropped down the order. Ilson is a lap down, so he isn't under pressure from that, but he's all over the road, and it's not going to be a great end to the day for Vectro. Missing nose cone, missing side pod.
Well, I found out there, if you didn't know a little thing about Star Wars, Ron Howard is going to be now the director of the new Han Solo movie, so expect lots of fun things to happen in that then.
Indeed. Well, coming to the last sector, a little bit of debris there. Vectro's side pod is on the track there. Cash is going to come through to start his final lap. At last, say we. Hooray, say we. So, just a minute and a half left of this race, believe it or not. Going for about 2 hours. Long race. And we'll be heading to Imola next time out, remember.
Comes Cash up to the casino where he will be gambling all that money for probably an apartment here if he wants to. Past into Massenet, chucks it in to the video hairpin then. Gets the car turned in, doesn't want to be too risky.
I checked, it's actually the Grand Hotel hairpin is what it's called, through Portier.
The Grand Hotel hairpin into Portier, into the tunnel.
And no, it's not called anything else.
The only bit then has got a corner in it, past that whole building on the left, into the Novell chicane.
You are correct, it's the only indoor corner in F1.
Yep, and then down into the back for the final time. I'm confused, he'll be happy to get this over. Into the swimming pool little section, and out of the swimming pool.
Mine in the side pod. And he is gonna be, I think Cash is gonna be crowned the King of Monaco.
Yep. Past one man Fangio, sure he'll be enjoying one to go there. So Castanet exits the last corner. Castanet dominated. Castanet will win and has crossed the line. Cass is your winner today then, here in dominant fashion, because he's win. The nearest car to him is only just coming through Portier, by the way.
Yeah, and Ferrelli, well, he'll be happy with second because, well, Cash will be happy with his win, of course. He'll put him at the top of the championship, but at least Ferrelli keeps that gap close. If he brings the car home, he will be 4 points behind his teammate, and it is an all Ferrari B Constructors' Championship and a Drivers' Championship with the loss of Adrenalina from this race. And Vectro's sudden drop down the order. He's still going, and he will go on to his final lap at this point with the broken car. But Ferrelli, he's coming through the last corner. Through Anthony Nodes he comes.
A minute behind. Ferrari B 1-2 then, dominated, haven't they? And across the line will come Ferrari then, and he'll be second. Van El,
but
That broke out.
Probably
It's
it's
gonna be
story of the
first.
day when he's going to hit the wall in
dear.
Raskas. But story of the day for Calpo GP through the final corner. Broken Arrow will come to take his second podium in a row in Formula C. He's delighted. He's weaving that car back and forth, back and forth. He's delighted with that result. Well done to Broken Arrow.
So-
And also Van, actually. He'll finish 4th.
Vetra's 5th, Vetra's 6th, Ilson 7th, and Gav 8th then, so brilliant stuff. I'm going to rate that race a lowly 3 out of 10.
Because it's Monaco, that's just... You don't usually give high ratings to Monaco because of the nature of the track. Doesn't
And now
really...
let's go into a little bit of chat. A lot of action going on there.
So then, Cash is in the pit lane, in victory lane. Van is going to come through and finish 4th. Exwish career best will finish 5th. Well, it's not his career best. Well, a championship career best of 5th position. Van season best of 4th. Vectro disappointing then, finishing in 6th. With Ilson, the other ART car will finish 7th, followed by Gavra, who will round out a field of 8 with 12 starters. Of course, we lost Adrenalina, we lost Fuoco, and we lost... Who else did we lose
Bowie.
from this race? We lost Bowie from the race, and we also lost Wes from the race. Unfortunate to lose Wes. It was his first race on his debut, retired, not what you want.
Yep, well,
But-
one place to make a debut, make it around the street circuit, doesn't normally end well.
Well, that is it. Cash wins, and yet again, but the championship battle is just only heating up as we arrive at the halfway mark in the season. Tomorrow we'll have GT3 Group B live from Silverstone. It'll be your good old commentary team of myself and Evil, hopefully there tomorrow. So until then, we do hope you enjoyed. And from all of us here in the commentary box, thank you very much, and we will see you next race. Ta-ra.
I'm going to sleep now. Good night. Night, child.